If you're new, press the bell icon to get the latest notifications.
Assalamu alaikum everyone and welcome back to Bitcoin Update. And Wednesday 21, we had a pump yesterday all the way up to nearly $17,034. Oh yes, we crossed it. Now the thing is that we still have this technical target to the downside. I'm just going to start off with that one. I'm going to break the bubble and say that yes, this target is actually in play, even though you did make a move to the upside like this. Now personally, I think that this is more like a supply fall back to supply concept we call fall back to supply. And for me personally, I think that's just a very normal pump that is known as a fake pump to punish people who are trying to short the market and then later on try to move to the lower side of it. Okay, now the reason why I'm still coming down there is because I just want to remove this drawing right here, and the next thing to zoom in there into the bear flag of the 4-hour time frame, and I want to actually remove that line as well. I'm going to remove this line as well, and I'm going to remove that line as well. And let's actually start from scratch again, because this was your 4-hour time frame back in 16 December. Today is actually 21 December. You move to the downside like this, try to move sideways, 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 and this is where you created your flag. That right over there was your flag, and when you break down, you're meant to go to $15,900, right? So this was your upper resistance right there, and now let's bring in the lower resistance right over here. So it goes like this, boom, boom, boom. The touch is clear, very clear bear flag. Now continue to extend that line again. Support there, resistance here. Now let's continue to extend the line. Extend, 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 extends right there. All right. Now, does the picture come out perfectly? Yes, it does come out perfectly, because look what happened. Support, bear flag support, break to the downside, retest, failure, break to the downside, fall back to supply again, get rejected here. And not only do you do that, but next to it you do the following. You make a hanging man, the worst you can do. Okay, that's the hanging man right over there. So still bad and not good to me. Still really is bad. And the hanging man, by the way, let's talk about the hanging man here. And gonna do hanging man. Oh no, not a model. I wish we had a model in trading as well. Anyways, hanging man candlestick. So there we go, and this is your hanging man right there. Okay, one small red candle and long shadow. Okay, short wick to no wick, and that's what we call after an uptrend you make hanging man, and then you make reversals to the downside, and just like that, ladies and gentlemen, this is your hanging man right over there. Okay, so it doesn't look like it's a good idea, especially when you make you know, a green candle. You made those green candles and then you made this hanging man, and then from here boom, the reversal can happen anytime soon. So zooming back out, where is your technical target? Of course, again, from the top there to the bottom right here, your breakout is there. And yes, your technical target still remains to 15,875. It hasn't changed, and I'm not buying into the BS. Now, people are saying about the daily and you know, bullish engulfing and whatnot. Sorry, just a second, guys, right there. All right, got my microphone to fall down. Stupid microphone, by the way. Yeah, so what is this bullish engulfing candlestick that you're trying to print? But you know, that's not the only thing. People like to see bullish engulfing, but where you see bullish engulfing are meant to be made next to a support level. Now, for example, this bullish engulfing makes sense. For example, this one right here, that's a bullish engulfing that makes sense. This is a bullish engulfing that makes sense. That's another bullish engulfing that makes sense. Why? Because when you make bullish patterns next to the support, that makes sense. But when you make out of blue air, where's the support, by the way? Where's this support? You don't have support to your left here. You don't have support to your left. You'll never even have support to your right, because those are the future candles coming up. But the thing is that you don't judge things, bullish candles, when they're not made near the support. Now, even if you come down to 15,854 and make a bullish engulfing, maybe, just maybe, I could have said, yeah, that makes sense, because the last time you did, you bounced from here, you bounced from there, you made one here. Maybe if this bullish engulfing candlestick was made right next to that support area, then it could have been gone. And that's why I still recommend people to learn from my trading course. Here I talk about those candlestick in details. You go down to a topic called as candlesticks, okay? And from this candlestick reading, I tell you that, they like, these are the small rules, very, very, very simple detail, or attention to detail, that people still don't get it. People think that, oh, that's a bullish engulfing, so it actually means things are going to reverse. It's a bullish engulfing, but there are some certain terms and conditions, and for that one to satisfy and then move higher. And right now, the only thing that comes close to reality, or comes close to my understanding, is that the 4-hour time frame is a bear flag, and that bear flag was broken to the downside. You went back to liquidate people, got rejected, make a hanging man right there, and you continue to move lower. Now this gets even way more confirmed, because look at the 55 EMA. All right, let's talk about this one. So you moved to the upside, made a bullish cross right there, moved to the upside, and then you came to the downside, make the bearish cross right here, move lower, and pump back up to retest this downtrend. And you can see, not only are you getting rejected at the bear flag resistance, but you're now getting rejected at this EMAs as well. Okay, so how many reasons are this? So bear flag is reason number one. Hanging man is reason number two. Okay, so reason number one is going to be the bear flag resistance, number two is the hanging man, and number three is actually going to be all this EMA. So right now the answer and what you should be looking forward to is the 4-hour time frame, because the reason is simple. You have way more data than actually having two candles to judge, and that's how the market is. By the way, that's one part of the psychology of the market. Once again, we talk about this one in this market psychology. Simple. And to break that down, to break down the market psychology, the market gives you a bullish scenario and it always gives you a bearish scenario. And because it knows, the market knows, there is a place where you're going to go for confirmation bias, and that actually comes into trading psychology, which is actually kind of here, case studies. We talk about that one in case studies, and in this place, that's where we come down to see confirmation bias, and we talk about this one in beginner's mistakes, by the way. And confirmation bias is that maybe perhaps you're invested in something, right? And then you have these candles here, and since you invested in something, you want to actually look at the daily. And a part of you, your mentality is going to say, okay, on the daily, I have a bullish candle. I think, yeah, we're going to go up. Why? Because that's the market psychology. And then again, the market maker, the one that makes all these charts patterns, right, the one who's printing out all these chart patterns, he knows very well what kind of a pattern you're going to accept. But then again, this is the daily, you have two candles to judge. Isn't it better to get the 4-hour time frame where you have way more information to judge? Even better. I like it when you have more data to make way more better, concise analysis. So to me personally, maybe that's the end of the pump. Maybe it's a shorting time with a stop up to 17,055 all the way, and I think that could be a risk reward ratio. So this is basically maybe like a 1% loss, and we're talking about 5-6% drop down, and that could be scalping opportunity. Now, some reason, if I could end this video, before I end the video, reason number 4 is that the altcoins still look like they want to bleed and bleed and bleed, okay? And not only just look, they have more technical targets to move. even lower, which actually tells me that Bitcoin isn't stopping at 15 or 16,000, but it's actually looking to step down to these levels as well. And that's pretty much it for this update on Bitcoin right now. Lengthy one, detailed one. I'm really making detailed videos on Bitcoin because I think Bitcoin really matters at this point of time. And there are some long-term story that I want to tell as well. That's pretty much it for this update. I'm going to see you in the next one. Allah Hafiz.